The United States could make some history tonight. So if they win, that would be the very first time ever a U.S. team has won all 3 group stage matches. If they draw, if they lose, it's okay. They've already won their group. They will go on forward to play Bosnia-Herzegovina. Aaron Jones on the road for us tonight in the mix. All the action over at Texas Live in Arlington. I'm going to ask how everybody's feeling, but we're watching this nail-biter of a game. Little anxiety, I would think.
Definitely safe to say here, Doug. After that first goal, the crowd just absolutely erupted. But now that the U.S. is down, fans still feel good, but they're going to be watching closely. You can see here behind me that we just have a sea of red, white, and blue. A lot of these fans told us that they had to get here super early in order to secure a spot. And you can see now almost every seat here is taken. The place is packed. Now, fans tell us they love this atmosphere. There are big screens everywhere. Everyone has a good view. We're about an hour into the match now, and every scoring chance, I can tell you, has brought this crowd to its feet. And like you said, Doug, regardless of tonight's outcome, the USA will still advance to the round of 32. Tonight's result will just determine its path in the knockout stage, and fans overall, they're just really proud.
I think they're going to go far. This elimination round is coming up. I think they're going to shine. They're going to do better than they have before. Go USA. We're going all the way.
Oh my gosh, I think they're amazing, and I think to be able to do it here in our home stage of America is amazing.
I just feel like they're playing different. They're just like passing around, playing like good soccer. So I'm really hopeful for what they're going to do.
Watching closely to see what happens in the second half. We still have a lot of Japanese, a lot of Swedish fans here tonight. They're watching. In fact, the Japanese, they've rented out a big portion of Texas Live here tonight. Everyone just coming together. So, Doug, it has been really neat to see. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Aaron Jones, thank you so much. Earlier tonight, we know the World Cup spotlight shined very brightly on North Texas yet again. 4th game, Japan taking on Sweden, Dallas Stadium in Arlington. And what a night it was. The game was played with the curtains down, by the way, on the west end of the stadium. If you're local, you know this is kind of a deal. Here's a look from inside, covering the windows on the west side of the stadium. It's been a point of contention for Cowboys fans for years because of the glare when we have sunset games. That sun comes right through those windows. But for FIFA, it was a no-brainer. Johnny Resendez got to see it all firsthand. Fun to watch it from out there as well, and wonder if Jerry Jones has seen the messaging regarding the curtains.
Oh, I don't know if Jerry Jones would like that message, Doug, but all the players didn't have to cover their eyes, and neither did any of the fans. It was an absolutely incredible day here at Dallas Stadium, and I've said this all tournament long. With these type of games, you don't just see things, you don't just hear things, you feel them. And you felt the electricity of both of these fan bases. Once again, Japan and their ultras did not stop cheering. They went the full 90 minutes, but let me tell you, Doug, Sweden gave them a good run for their money. It was about a 70-30 split. It was a majority Japanese crowd, and they let the Swedish hear it whenever Daisen Maeda scored that first goal. It looked like Japan were going to run away with this, but then when Anthony Elanga scored that absolute banger to tie this game, it felt like half this arena just went completely silent. It was just an electric crowd throughout the entire game, Doug. Ultimately, it went to a 1-1 draw. Very un-American, I know that, but it was still a fantastic day of football.
There you go. Looking forward, we know both teams advanced to the round of 32, but do you, as of tonight, know the matchups yet for them?
So for Sweden, it's still a wait-and-see approach. They will take on either Norway or France, but they will not know for sure until that game between those two countries is officially over. As for Japan, they know exactly who they're taking on, and so does the rest of the world. It will be Japan versus Brazil in an absolute banger of a game. Brazil obviously is the 5-time world champs. They are the Alabama of soccer, so you always want to root for them in terms of obviously them being the favorites. However, with Japan, what has been their motto throughout their entire history? If you underestimate us, you will pay the price. It's going to be an absolute David versus Goliath type of battle, and we shall see. Round of 32, It couldn't get any better than that, Doug.
All right, and 5 more matches coming for North Texas at Dallas Stadium. Johnny Resendez outside the stadium tonight. Thank you. By all accounts, most World Cup fans who have bought tickets are getting in the stadium to see all the action in person. But there are some who we've heard from who are being shut out at times because the tickets they actually bought never arrived. Our Amelia Magavro tonight with one family's second chance at getting into a game.
When Japan's first World Cup match in North Texas was announced, Rosina Taguchi bought tickets months in advance, calling it a dream trip for her and her dad.
It started with my dad. So my dad is a huge soccer fan. He's loved the sport forever. He was born and raised in Yokohama.
She bought the tickets through StubHub back in December. They had the receipt, the confirmation, but on game day, nothing.
And this red message that just said, seller unable to provide tickets. My heart just stopped for a second. And then my next thought was, no way. This has to be a glitch.
Taguchi tried to get replacement tickets through StubHub's app, but nothing was available. And so she turned to TikTok.
We're on the chat with StubHub right now.
And as kickoff got closer, Taguchi documented every heartbreaking update, ending with the news they feared the most.
We are so devastated and hurt, and we've been planning this for like months.
Start a new chat.
And we took off work and travel and everything for this. Update, we did not get to the game. What shocked me the most was how many people had the same experience, even worse than us.
StubHub declined an interview, but in a statement to CBS News Texas, says the vast majority of StubHub World Cup orders have been fulfilled. The company also says ticket issues are largely driven by performance problems with the event organizers' own ticketing infrastructure, which has created transfer failures across all resale platforms.
Did they have any special messaging that this might be kind of a buyer beware situation where you might not get the tickets? Were you kind of aware of that going in?
We never heard anything about the StubHub situation with the World Cup tickets.
As part of its fan protected guarantee policy, StubHub did give Taguchi a full refund, and she and her dad made it to Japan's second match in Dallas Stadium, but only after paying twice as much. And Taguchi says the biggest victory of all wasn't on the field. It was simply making it through the gates.
I truly believe that there needs to be more honesty through ticket sellers, resellers, anybody who's selling tickets, and a lot more disclosure about what the risks are right up front.
In Dallas, Amelia Magavro, CBS News, Texas.
Well, the final group stage match at Dallas Stadium is coming up on Saturday. It's going to be a biggie. Lionel Messi coming back. Argentina returning for a matchup against Jordan. Kickoff is set for 9 p.m. local time. And game time spirit is just about the only thing federal officials expect to see flying through the FIFA World Cup airspace in North Texas. But apparently, we've got a drone problem. In the last 2 weeks, listen to this, the FBI has confiscated 54 drones. Marvin Hurst tonight with their simple message to everyone out there.
I think there's these little cameras that they fly around, so instead of climbing up on ladders, I looked into getting a drone to fly around, check on my crews, check on my material.
Seth Brooks couldn't find a limit in the sky once his drone dream took off for his roofing business and photography passion. So he became the Dallas drone guy.
If you want to do anything other than recreational, you need to have your Part 107 certification from the FAA. And they do this on purpose so that they have some sort of control over who is it that's interacting in the national airspace with manned aircraft.
The proper drone credentials and obeying federally restricted airspace have become an issue at the FIFA World Cup in Dallas.
The commonality here seems to be that they don't understand that these temporary flight restrictions exist, and they don't understand their obligation to check for those temporary flight restrictions before operating their drone.
The special agent who leads Dallas's FBI says on the day of the matches, law enforcement has confiscated 54 drones since June 11th, outside of 3 World Cup soccer games and at the FIFA Fan Festival. It's no drones in the airspace of either, unless you want to face the legal consequences. The forbidden airspace is about 3 nautical miles out and 3,000 feet ground to air at Dallas Stadium. It's about 400 feet at Fan Festival.
And so we will treat every drone as a threat until we know that it's not.
He says the FBI has a robust robust counter-drone force that's ready to go. And Brooks says a pilot cannot escape being identified because your information is floating in the air.
This information includes your altitude, your telemetry data, how much battery you have left, and yes, the phone number and email that was used to register the drone.
The FBI has made one arrest. Brooks says criminal fines are around $100,000 for the violation, which is why he asked for permission before flying this drone.
So even if you wanted to break the rules, I really don't recommend it.
Marvin Hurst, CBS News, Texas.